So, I just want to ask you a little question today. What is really stopping you from reaching your truest expression of yourself, the very best that you could be in this life? You know, when you have a really, really good day, or maybe you have a really good flow at life and you're in really good mood, you're smiling loads, you're dressing up, you're wearing the clothes that you want to. You've got money coming in. You might even notice that your connections are really deep and your days just feel like they're in the flow. And then something happens and it knocks us back, and it happens to us all. And it may be that when we start this process of wanting to reach a new level in our lives, obviously it's because our life the way it is at the moment just doesn't feel in alignment. It doesn't feel like it's the best life that we could live. And there's a space between who we will become when we reach these goals and where we are now. And in that space, there's things that we're going to have to do that we maybe don't really feel very comfortable initially. And it's going to get even harder, I think, as the challenge goes on, because you might start with, okay, I'm gonna commit to 100 days of sitting at my desk every day, whether it's that you're writing a book, or whether it's that you've got a vlog on YouTube, or whether it's that you have a little idea that you want to launch, a side hustle, right? Whatever it is, you're going to commit to that for a specific period of time. And they say that it's 21 days to kickstart a new habit or get rid of an unhealthy habit. And it's 100 days to really anchor that in. And so say you start out on this challenge. And of course, in the beginning, it's, well, maybe not easy, but we've got this momentum. It's like we've got the motivation, right? It's like, yes, I know if I can complete this, big changes are going to show up. And of course, this is called a challenge because it is a challenge. There's going to be days where you just do not want to get out of bed. There's going to be days where you feel maybe that it's a waste of time, that you're not seeing any results. And this is the key. This is actually where the big breakthroughs happen. Because when you're not seeing the results, you're going to have to go on blind faith. This is where you're going to have to build your inner faith like never before. You're going to have to really up your affirmations and your prayers to yourself. Using your word as your wand. You're going to have to really anchor in your sleep and your morning routines like never before. Even on the shittest days, even on the days where you really don't, you just want to give up because it's you know, most of us are a little bit lazy naturally, and most of us don't really want to step outside our comfort zone. But when we do, and when we commit to it, we build our own inner integrity. We build our own self-trust because we're doing what we said we were going to do. So even on the days that you want to give up, they're the days where you're going to look back and you're going to go, I did it. On those days where I really wanted to stay in bed, I just wanted to snooze some more. I was tired. There was bills showing up that I didn't know how I was going to be able to pay. There's nothing is really happening yet for anything to feel like it's really, really taking off in my life, you know. We don't have that reassurance yet. Things are still maybe the same in our lives, and that's because, you know, it really does take a certain specific period of time. So we're the only ones that block ourselves. You know, we can make up all these excuses that we're just not living in the right place. You know, we don't have the money, we don't have the time. There is so much now that we can learn for free. There's so much that we can do ourselves with what we have. There's so much that we can do without even any outside assistance, that we can just fill our own cup with affirmations, with prayers, with anchoring in those morning daily routines. So I just want to let you know that if you're starting out, or if you're maybe a week or two in and you're not seeing any results yet, that's because it takes a specific amount of time, and you've just got to push on through, because there is gold at the end of it. I promise you there is gold at the end of it. I am just committing to these changes myself. You know, I know that my life at the moment is not exactly how I want it to be. I know that there's a lot more that I have to give and to share and to actualize in the world. And in order to do that, I know that I need to step outside my comfort zone and commit to a challenge. And so I'm going to be updating you as I move through that challenge. At the moment, it feels scary. It feels like, can I even do this? I'm going to have to prove to myself that I can, because staying stuck the way it's been is not an option anymore. So let's do it together. I'm going to be updating a lot on here, and I'm going to be supporting all of you who want to take your life to the next level. And to do that, you've got to formulate a plot. You've got to come up with a little plan. It doesn't need to be military style, you know, boot camp. Okay, it could just be that you get up when you say you're going to get up. You do your, 4-minute, 5-minute intense cardio routine. It could just be skipping and squats and 4 to 5 minutes look up hit routines. Or you go and walk. Maybe you live near, maybe you even have a stairs in your house and you can just do stairs challenges. Whatever it is, you want to get your heart rate going first thing in the morning. Then you're going to sit and meditate. You're going to bring a specific affirmation or an intention of the day into your meditation. Or maybe you have a specific question or something that you're stuck on. You're going to bring that into your meditation. You're going to, drink your morning green tea or your steamed water with lemon. It doesn't need to be a major thing. It's just, it could only be, a 15 to 30 minute routine. You get out your journal and you write down what you want to achieve that day, and you stick to it. Even if you don't feel like sticking to it, I promise you that it will bring you gold at the end of it. So let's do it together. And let's commit to taking our life to another level, because staying the way we are is not an option. And if we don't start today, then we never will. And then we're blocking ourselves, so we have no excuses. So the time has come. My name is Alice, and I'm committed to bringing you videos that will empower you, that will motivate you to be the best version of yourself, and that will inspire you to live a life of purpose and meaningful purpose. Okay, so if that's something that you feel you would like more of, stay tuned, and I would love you to subscribe if that resonates, because I'm going to be updating you on this challenge that I'm doing. I'm going to be bringing you loads more videos about boundaries, about self-care, about self-love, about self-empowerment. Lots of little practices in between, and even some astrology tips as well, because astrology has really helped me on my path to get to know myself. And when we know ourselves, we know our weaknesses, we know our strengths, then we can really move through any challenges that life throws at us. So the only one blocking us is ourselves. But we didn't come here to suffer. See, this is why it's only the 1% usually that, have had all the wealth or have really created super success in their life because they do know how to overcome their minds, but we can too. Our lives are meant to be lived to the fullest, and we don't want to have any more regrets. So stay tuned, and I'll see you on the next one. Lots of love.